Disclaimer, everything in this video is strictly my opinion. You are allowed to bitch in the comments, but that won't change a thing. Hi guys, Franz here, welcome back to another episode of Knights & Dragons. Today we're going to do the Chieftaur raid recap. Now, Chieftaur was the very first raid boss or epic boss with a nipple that actually showed a nipple, because most of the epic bosses that actually show their body itself, like they never had a nipple, so I don't know why they had a nipple this time. But yeah, German Sorrow came in first. For some reason it's Empire tonight. Maybe they have been planning this for a long time now. It could be, it couldn't, yeah, we'll just see. Now, like I said, German Sorrow came in first, nothing much to say about that. It's, like I said, Empire just took top one for this time, and Airlord came in second, TFO of course, Unicorn Prospects, the group Dark at Night, Turbo Zealous, the Italian Job, TMOM, 13th, and the Legends is the entire top 10 for now. Now, I want to be talking a little bit about Indie Girls and their, yeah, I guess their relationship into alliances, I guess. Because there have been a lot of alliance changes going on again, and people have been saying, like, Majestic is now, AGO, so that AGO is, as I said in an earlier video, Alpha, Gypsy, Omega. What does that mean for the Knights of Dragons community? Well, absolutely nothing at all, because alliance changes. Man, you only see different people going to other different people. So that's about all that you see in alliance changes. And maybe the boards will shuffle a little bit in terms of more AGO runs in the top 10, because we have seen a lot of AGO runs in the top 10 as of lately, and also a lot less Empire runs, because Empire is, I believe, actually, and as said in the disclaimer, everything is strictly my opinion and all that I know about it. So if somebody has more information about this, then let me know. But I've seen the Italiani family coming to TFO, the First Order, so they have joined the First Order. And now, honestly, the only thing that lets me stay in an alliance is strips. I'm just in there for the declare room, honestly, because otherwise I would have gone Indy a long time ago. But it's just, that's the only big reason I'm staying for that. Of course, the family friendly stuff and the entire community, of course. I just want to reach out to the community also, and yeah, I guess alliances are the only way I can do that. Now, I am not really, I don't think that I'm really welcome in any alliance, because I have haters everywhere and lovers everywhere, you know. And many of the lovers of my fan base is actually in my branch, you know, in my branch guilds. And there's also people from outside of the branch, of course, you know, there's a lot of people from Empire, AGO, there's fucking people everywhere that said, like, hey, I'm a fan, you know, even iOS, and for some reason they go there, and I don't even know why, you know, because I'm Android and they're iOS, but that's for another video. And now, I was looking at the number 11 and 12, so a little shout out to Ultimate Zen for unfortunately not getting top 10. They were pushing for top 10, but 13th was number 10 at the time, and they pushed them out. Well, that's about all I had to say on the 13th and Ultimate Zen. Then we have the Dedicated, and the Terrible Bones is actually the one that I want to be talking about. According to one of my intel, the Terrible Bones and the Terrible Bones 2 have been gone indie. Now, of course, you can get top 15 or top 10 easily if you are indie, in a raid, of course, because in a while it's kind of harder to get in there. And not many indie guilds push indie, and yeah, we all know that. But it's just very hard as an indie guild to go to just keep up with everybody else, because every alliance guild gets strips, you know, that's just easy points. But that doesn't mean that the indie guilds don't get strips, you know, they can get strips from everybody, as long as the alliance allows it, or if the guilds are not willing to break the rules or something. Now let's say Unity, the Terrible Bones, and some other guild of dragons maybe, and the other big indie guilds. Now, I don't know which one is actually indie. Reach, no, Reach is SOB, by the way. But there have been some indie guilds, and Lock City is an indie family even, and they still managed to get top 30, but yeah, they are very strong, of course, so I've nothing to say on those guys, so they can just do that easily. It's an indie family, because when they indie, I don't know. If I say anything wrong in this video, let me know. But for some reason, the indie guilds get too much strips in WAS, and that is, like I said, the disclaimer on the beginning of the video that I put there. It will be in much more videos. You can bitch in the comments about whatever you like, but if I say something about alliances, you know, that I don't like alliances and that I'm only in there for specific reasons, I'm not willing to change that, because the thing about alliances is I honestly don't like politics, you know, because people start to nag at each other. That's where shit just starts to happen. And yeah, I wanted to be talking about indie guilds, but instead I go to alliances, the alliance business again. So let's talk about the indie guilds first. Now, if you go top 10 in a raid, you can, as indie of course, there's nothing you can do about it. But people that actually are indie and they go top 10 in Y, so let's just say Unity goes top 10 in Y, what some people actually do, I don't believe that Unity is a strip guild, I don't know, Vodka won't do that, but let's just take Terrible Bones. The Terrible Bones can get strips from any alliance, you know, AGO, because they're indie, so they don't, they're not affiliated to any of the alliances, and therefore they can just get strips everywhere. Now, as I said, like, some guilds, or most of the guilds from the alliances actually say that if you're not from the alliance itself, then we're not going to strip for you. Now, sometimes it happens that the guild master is asleep, so you can't do anything about it. It's just under certain circumstances that they actually do give them strips. For those people that actually saw the unusual skip, I actually had to go to eat dinner. So this is a two-parted video. I honestly thought that I was going to do it before dinner, but apparently my mother called me like 4 times and I have my door closed, so it's really that much, not much of background noise. And I didn't even hear my mother like screaming at me for dinner. It's like really weird. But where was I? I was saying like some guildmasters indeed give the indie guilds strips, and then I'm like, why even? Because if they are not bothering to join your alliance, why would you strip for them voluntarily, of course? So if the guildmaster is not awake, then you can't do anything about it, you know? But some people actually do strip for indie guilds voluntarily, and it's just don't do that, okay? It's just, you belong to an alliance, and that's the same thing as with AGO and the First Order right now, or actually Omega and the First Order. They have become kind of friends, you know, and that's why you see, as far as their cooperation goes, they run with each other, you know. They let Omega people join the First Order, and they let the First Order join their runs, you know. That's a little bit of cooperation. So if you're in one of those alliances and you go to the other alliance, then you won't really have a bad time. But now that Majestic has joined AGO too, you know, it's I think it's going to be Mango or something, or Magio, AGO, I don't know. We still need an N, by the way, to make Mango out of that alliance. Maybe they will even make a N, something with an N, you know, maybe Nucleus Alliance or something, Mango. That's a good one for you right there. But it's just, they are giving these indie guilds too much space as an alliance. You know, if you are allowing, especially in wars, to let an indie guild get your top 10, then what are you in terms of an alliance, you know? What are you to just let indie guilds take a top 10 spot? I mean, sure, you should clash against all the other alliances, but what they forget is guilds like Unity. And I'm not saying that they are bad, because if you can push top 10, you are doing quite well. But the problem is, you know, alliances keep allowing it. Now, I don't have anything against indie guilds, don't have anything against alliances. I mean, indie is the best, as I stated earlier in the video, because you just don't get strips, of course, or voluntarily strips, or sometimes you do, but most of the times you don't. But it's just like, you just need to know that there are guilds out there that are that they joined an alliance in order to gain strips, you know, and then these people, what they do is they're indie and they even get strips, you know. Now I know, like I said, sometimes the guildmaster is asleep, then I know you can't do jack shit about it, about giving them a strip, but I'd rather have you have people block them than get them top 10, of course. Now, like I said, they do get top 10 all the time, but it's just stuff like the Terrible Bones, and it's just Unity, the Terrible Bones. They are getting way too much space to push, and Lock City even. I like I said, I don't know if they are Indy or not, because some people actually said that they were Indy, and the other time they said they were Omega or whatever the fuck, you know. Because lately there have been too many branches, alliances switching, you know, and I thought that it was just Alpha Omega, and then suddenly Gypsy joined them, and then it became AGO, and I suddenly saw AGO, the tag AGO everywhere, and I was like, what the fuck is this, you know? It's just, you don't just see these things. it's just weird, you know? You just never see these things, but you just see them pop up. But it's not just like, hey, we're making a new alliance, welcome to blah blah blah. No, it's just AGO. You know, somebody's wearing the tag AGO, and you're like, is that another guild name? And then suddenly it turns out to be a new alliance named Alpha Gypsy Omega. Now, AGO is already a couple weeks old or something, but there's changes in alliances every damn week, every damn day. But mostly it's a couple of guilds joining, leaving, like switching alliances, switching branches. It's not much, but in 24 hours there's tons of guilds that switch branches, switch alliances, leave alliances, join alliances, even families. And now, as we saw with Empire, like Majestic left to AGO. It's not really confirmed yet, I believe, but somebody told me about Phil rejoining, and yeah, I just get this information from pretty much everybody. I'm just taking a little bit from there and a little bit from this. But yeah, like I said, we both know by now that I'm not very fond of alliances. But the thing is, Knights & Dragons and the alliances are the biggest thing in Knights & Dragons that are keeping this game alive, and therefore you just keep to renew yourself with the alliances, the tags. You need to know the newest stuff out there, otherwise you're just going to be left out. Now, as an indie guild, you just don't care about alliances, and honestly I wish that I could do that too, but not strong enough for that shit. Well, not strong enough. Let's just say that going indie as with my entire branch will have problems inside the branch too. You know, I think most of the guilds will just say like, hey, don't mind going indie, I'm sticking with you. But there are some guilds that are like, I don't think that you should go indie, you know, because it's not the best idea. But yeah, that's why me and the Rec branch have said like, we're just going to stick with the First Order for now. We left Empire, we joined the First Order. And that was specifically because of the leadership being mad at me for, I don't even know what the reason was. I think it was for Eternality not getting a top 10 sanctioned or something. So that's another alliance. It's like there are some gray spots in terms of top 10 sanctionings, and when it comes to the sanction, the frenzies, you know, there's a couple of gray spots in the alliances. And also in terms of the rules, you know, sometimes they are not explained all too well. And yeah, it's just some alliances grow too big, and honestly, when it comes to the leadership, most of the people that are in there are jammers. They are heavy jammers. They actually do something for the alliance in terms of running. If you don't do something for the alliance run-wise or block-wise or whatever, I don't think you're getting leadership anytime soon, you know? Because they always pick out the most valuable it's just how they pick their most valuable leadership stuff, you know? It's in every alliance, so you can say whatever you want. Like I said, strictly my opinion. So you can bitch about it all you want, but my opinion won't change about that. But like I said, AGO, doesn't matter what alliance, the First Order, LGX, LGN, I don't really give a shit anymore because LGX disappeared. Now LGN is here and decided to join Empire, and I think that because of LGN, I don't even know. Can somebody even let me know in the comments down below what the trigger actually was for Majestic leaving Empire? Because that was the biggest thing. Maybe it was Phil, maybe it wasn't, but yeah, it's just fucking weird with all these alliance changes. I figured I might as well put this in a recap, because otherwise the recap would be too short. You guys want me to, you guys are going to dislike again. I think this video will cause a lot of controversy in all alliances, because I think that I just picked a bone in pretty much the entire Knights & Dragons community, except for my own branch, because I know all about my own branch. You know, if you're a leader of a branch, you know everything in your branch, hopefully. And if you don't, then your vice president should know. Unless you're all alone, such as Darth Maul in the First Order. Because he's a top brass all on his own, which is quite unfortunate, because when you have like a president or something, where's the vice president, you know? Because the First Order, it's only Maul at the top, and then we have the First Order leadership, MDR leadership, and the rest, you know? But where are the vice presidents? I mean, doesn't the president need a vice president? I mean, in every country, a president has a vice president, and a dictator has a right hand. And how much right hands does Maul have in the First Order? Like I said, I'm just doing this jokingly, by the way, but it's a good suggestion, by the way, for the First Order and for pretty much all alliances. Don't let it be ran by just someone. Just let it be a couple people, you know, not just one. And because, like I said, Maul is the only one at the top. There's no real thing in between, you know. There's no real stage in between. It's just leadership, and then we have Maul. I don't think that Maul actually sees himself as like the actual president or something, but in the end he is, you know, and it's lonely at the top, as we all might know. That's why you need the right hand, and I don't think that, as I said, Maul has a couple of 50 right hands. You don't do that. Now, Knights of Orion, Supervillains, Wolverine, Oaken Shields, Angus, Unity, there we have them. Already mentioned them earlier in the video a couple times. Spirit Kings, Talia Drangers, the Final Stand, and Q-Mob got rank 30. Now, if you have something to say about something I said in the video, please do it in a polite and nice way. Because I already know that some of you start like bitching, but it's just the things that I heard, that I know, and that I'm speaking about right now about here. If my intel's wrong, you can always correct me, but do it in a polite way. Because if you say like, hey, you fucking idiot, I mean, Aaron can do that, but he's an axe, so he can. He just. I don't give a shit about Aaron. You can call me whatever you want in the comments. I know it's joking, but it's just sarcasm. You know, sometimes people comment sarcasm on my videos, and most of the time it's nice, but sometimes the sarcasm is a little bit too much. It's a little bit too much of sarcasm, and I hate that about people that actually do that. Honestly. So if you are going to comment something about willing to correct me, just do it in the nicest way you can do. Don't call, and also to each other, you know, not just to me. Don't call somebody an idiot for not knowing something, because when I tell you that white beaches are made of fish poop, I'm calling you an idiot because you didn't know that either. Alright? Now that's a little example that I'm just using, but you guys should know that white beaches are made out of fish poop. So guys, that was it for this episode here. Congrats to the top 30 and Ultimate Zen, especially for rank 11. That's about all I had to say. So guys, leave a like if you enjoyed. Share this video with all of your alliance buddies, so you guys can all come together and bitch at me for whatever your reason is right now. But like I said, I don't really care if you bitch at me personally, but just try to do it in a polite way. You know, try to keep it rated 6 or something. You can swear, but not personally. You don't make it personal, okay? But guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode about me ranting, I think about 15, maybe 20 minutes about alliances again. I just need to do this sometimes, because this time it actually was the entire alliance business that caught me off guard again. And sometimes there are extra subjects that have to be added, such as Maul being lonely at the top here. If you need a right hand Maul, just PM me. maybe we'll figure something out, you know. I don't want to be a right hand man myself. I don't want to be in any leadership of some kind, because I already have my own branch to run, and if I go to alliance leadership, it would pretty much all be fucked, okay? So, like I said, leave a like if you enjoyed, share this video, subscribe if you are new to the channel, by the way. I hope you will do that. And if you are not new to the channel, then have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again next time.